FP Transitions has a unique process that is something that we have honed and developed over 25 years in the industry. We do take a non-advocacy role. Let me explain what that is. Non-advocacy is a different type of approach to M&A. Most of the M&A industry uses advocates on either side, a seller advocate, a buyer advocate. And these advocates, together with the principals, go hard at it in creating a deal. Here's what's different. In the wealth management industry, the value of what is being traded are client relationships. Sometimes that gets lost in the entire equation, that really what we're trying to do is take care of those clients and make sure that they have been transferred in the best way possible. So why does an M&A deal get in the way of that? Well, here's the issue. When it's hard fought, and what we're trying to do is maybe maximize dollars or who has the best advantage on a contract, what gets lost in that is the partnership that is needed between buyer and seller when this transaction is done. Unlike traditional M&A, buyer and seller need to leave the table, if not as friends, at least as good working partners. This is a place where you can totally win the battle and lose the war. If they don't depart that way, we have a problem. And how could that happen? Well, oftentimes it's the advocates themselves fighting for the best interest of their particular client. But those interests oftentimes get muddied with contract negotiations and who wins what clause. We take a different approach. Our approach is to act in the fairness of the transaction, helping both buyer and seller. Does that mean that we don't advocate for the seller? Not at all. We absolutely advocate for our seller clients, and we help our buyer client as well. We help them reach the perfect deal by starting out with the best match possible. If we have the fit right, the rest of the transaction goes together. We do something unique in that we mediate our deals and put them together with lawyer deal makers. That's helpful because our lawyer deal makers are able to talk to the other advocates in the transaction, seller lawyer, buyer lawyer, to help them understand what the overall objective is and to get to a better solution. Not only does this result in better deals, but important to both buyer and seller, we close 80% of the transactions we embark on. So in the end, this is less expensive, less grueling, and people leave having understood that the most important thing is the transfer of the client relationship.